championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Smith there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Sliding out of the pocket. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On 1st down, Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance escaping the pressure right. The toss here completed to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Throw left side complete to Chase. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And down he'll go at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Lawrence will throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
But Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Now Lance.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Odafe Owe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game.
And now the rookie's free. If you were me, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works. And he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Lance. And he'll find Pittman.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Dancing to his left. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
From the 36, Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll get this off DTN. And some room to run now. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
158 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On second down, ETN once more.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, Barton, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
From midfield, here's Lance. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.